Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear brothers and sisters, as you see here, that this is the new edifice. This is the new building, although you can't see the basement, but here you have 4 floors, and then you have on the other side 2 floors, expansive, right in the heart of the city. There you have half of the floor, meaning half of the building is shown here. You have the wudu area for the men's. As they would come down the stair, they would actually have their wudu area. This will be the basement in the weekdays and on the weekends. Apart from the Jummah, it will be used for recreation, foosball, hangout, whatever for the youth. And then on Jummah, it will be an overflow for the mosque. And then we come back up here where there will be lobbies for the men to sit around. This will be a da'wah meeting area where we can speak to church leaders, have interfaith dialogue, and bring people in to show what we are about and have this interface with the outside public. The sisters will come here. This is the common room. This is the half of the mosque that you will see that's out there. That will be eventually this, that, and the other extension will hold up to 1,000 people. And then you have, going to the other floor, this is half of our educational floor here, where you have rooms that will be a school in the daytime and will be an institute at the nighttime, with the offices here. Plus on this side, which you don't see and we don't have the drawings for, we'll have additional rooms as well as lockers, as well as the sisters' praying area. Then you come back up on another floor where you will have meeting rooms, you will have a media room, you have offices, you have marriage counseling room, you have the multi-purpose room, you have the common area, then you have always the bathroom, because this is by code. The common area will be to eat, to drink, to just sit, to relax, because Muslims never have a place to sit, eat and relax. And then you come up to the other side of the place here where you have the dormitories the Muslims can actually rent on a low budget, at the same time to keep the salah actually with the jama'ah and have a safe place to stay, and also give from that rent. Actually we can pay our light bills and all of those other things, so it brings us closer to self-sufficiency. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters, you have just seen a very cursory explanation of the whole thing. And I hope you get it, because now we're in a jam. Now is the time for you to act. I've been saying that for so long, getting people to pledge. Now is not that. Now is the time for you to give. Why is that? As you know that Rasulullah ﷺ said, 7 will be shaded on the day of judgment. One is the one who does not know what his right hand gives from his left hand. So meaning to say, it's not that you are mentally deranged to not know what you are giving, but that you give freely, and that when you give, you actually forget about giving. And maybe if you make intention by giving like that, and maybe you will be one of the ones who will have shade on that day, when there will be no shade except His shade, meaning the shade of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I think if you are ready here, we have told you over and over again, and I want to emphasize that in the month of April we need $300,000. Now in the last 2 days we have about close to $10,000 that people have chipped in. This cannot be pledges any longer, because I've been begging for pledges for so long, knowing that we might come at this cusp and then teeter and totter. We don't want to do that. What we want to do here is now ask you what you can give. So there's $290,000 left, meaning to say that there's 290 people. If the 290 people give $1,000 each, we will finish it. We'll have at least 2 payments, and then we can work for the other 5 payments that are left. We'll have 2 payments already paid for, so it'll give us some time to work for the 5 payments as the pledges come in, as we make more, and as people see the building actually coming down and getting resurrected again. So now is the time for you to give. If you can't give 1,000, give 500. If you can't give 500, give 300. If you can't give 300, give 100. If you can't give 100, give 50, or anything what your heart desire. Some of you can give a lot more than $1,000. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you much, and you know that I cannot go to the bank. We have over $400,000. I can go to the bank and say, build us this thing called 2.1 million plus tax. They would gladly give us the mortgage, and I will build the place, a masjid, worshipping Allah with a lot of interest. Would you like me to do that? You know that we can't do that. So you have me jammed on one side. And then you have me jammed on the other side thinking that, so people are going to come forward, other people have promised. They said, yes, 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 yes. We can't live on promises, you see. So we're jammed on the other side. And now we were asking for pledges. So people actually slowly started pledging. And many have been generous. But now our brothers and sisters, people usually complain about, our masjids are taking so long, 5 years, 6 years, it's not done, and they keep asking. We have a 7 to 8 month window to finish this project from A to Z, complete and go on to our programs right away. That's why we picked one company to finish it, and that's it. So now that we have this, we can't tell them, okay, slow down. Because the whole complaint was, it's always taking so long, because somebody's trying to do one little piece, somebody's trying to do, no. We have a contract, they need to finish it, but they're saying, do you have the money? Now you have to actually cough it up at this time, all of us, myself included. Lastly, I would like to say that some of you that have given, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you a lot of khair and barakah. But at the same time, remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also gives you every day. He gives you every second. Every millisecond He gives you. And every month He gives you. You get salary at every month. You don't say, well, today I paid for my car tires. Next 6 months if something happens to it, I will not pay. No. Why do we have this attitude towards our community? Why say our community? You might not be living here, but we're part of the ummah. So we're trying to do something. And brothers and sisters, that I'm not an unknown person to you. I've been working for decades in this work. You have right in front of you, and I'm doing it. You're seeing the products, you're seeing the results. Now is the time for you to help me. Yes, this is the best project that you can help, because I do not know of any center that does media watch, that does its own home in-house pamphlets, that it does its own prison program, that is own provincial and federal prison program, and plus it does so many other things. It has a school, it runs it sufficiently, all of those things on a shoestring budget. And I'm asking you, yes, this is the best project that you can give. It's about much more than a masjid. Over 1,000 worshippers can pray here. And at the same time, it can do a lot of programs, and we need to actually step up. And dome and minaret is not going to help us down the road when the environment is becoming rancid and we're not looking after the other things. We're not making any bridges with any people. We have our heads into the sand. Now is the time to help. This is only the first step, brothers and sisters, is to build the place. I am totally against building, but we need a place. That's why you will see in our pictures there's no dome, no minaret, no fancy thing, just a building that you would be able to see, that future generations will also be able to build on top of that if they want to actually increase. And Allah knows where the potential is. Always think big, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is al-mun'im, and He's the one who can give all of the blessings. So we ask you today not to sleep on this video. Please work on it. Call us, email us, go to our website, click that button, brothers and sisters. So many of you email me, how do we send the money? Click that button, all the options are there, and use one of the options. Call us if you don't know. Give us the card over the phone and we'll take it and we'll rip it apart. I give you my special guarantee that nothing will happen. Why do we buy things on eBay and all of the other places and worry not at all? And when we're asking you for the sake of Allah, you have 1,000 times you're thinking that the shaitan is going to tell you, is going to take it away. Please, today, we only have this month to have 300,000. We have 10,000 of it now, 300,000. And this month you need to step up, and easily it can be done. Just press yourself a little bit, because this money that you send forward, you will find it inshallah in this dunya many folds, and inshallah many folds in the hereafter. This is a very urgent plea, brothers and sisters. I will work till the very end until I see this thing complete inshallah. I need your help. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.